What is going on today, guys? We're going to talk about Dana White's post fight press conference and the stupidity of some of these journalists, the questions this guy is getting asked, the responses he gives back. It almost feels like we are literally in fifth fucking grade, the way that these guys talk to Dana White and the way that he responds. I don't understand it. I never will. I feel like a lot of these guys don't have big enough fucking balls to even ask Dana the real questions because they'll probably get kicked out, which is insane to say because no other sport has this type of bullshit with the media where they don't cover the real stories, they don't ask the real questions. It's just incredible to see. It's probably never going to change, but it is something to make fun of. These guys are professional journalists and they're asking the stupidest questions, man. There's also some interesting things going on with Jon Jones. You'll see what I mean. Right here. There you go. Let me just move myself out of the way. Can't risk putting him in big positions. This is Dana White talking about Jon Jones. And this is Jon Jones's reaction. I heard the comments made at last night's press conference while I was a little disappointed. I'm still in the UFC drug testing pool, staying sharp, continuing to train like a professional. It didn't look like you were continuing to train like a professional when you were in Thailand with all those Russians in the pool. Let's be honest, bro. What the fuck was that? You don't look like you're in shape. In a recent interview, I shared the opportunity to fight at the White House. Gave me something deeper to fight for a why that goes beyond paychecks or belts. Fighting for my country gives me a greater purpose. But defending your belt against the interim champion in Tom Aspinall did not. When you took on a 42-year-old Stipe who's been out of the octagon for 3 years, this gives you a greater purpose. Okay, John. The silver lining in all of this is knowing that the fans see my heart. They see I am ready and willing to take on anyone to represent my country on a historic stage. This guy is so in the weeds and paying attention to everyone's comments. It is ridiculous with how much money he has and how he's living his best life and how this guy literally constantly is on Twitter talking about how he doesn't pay attention to anything. And it's quite the opposite. And we're starting to see that more and more each and every day where Jon Jones is less and less talked about and he cannot stand it. Enough, let's continue. For me, it's never just been about the opponent. I'm chasing legacy, something timeless, something bigger than the moment. So for now, I'll keep grinding, stay patient, stay faithful. I'm ready to fight on 4th of July. Hashtag Independence Day. Oh man, this guy's insane, man. Here's another one. That's actually somebody responded and said, Daddy Dana done said he can't trust you to headline anything. Jon Jones responded to this. Seth Barnett, who has 38 followers. Jon Jones responded and said that's actually not what he said. He said he can't afford for anything to go wrong, which is understandable. It's hard to commit to any athletes literally still a year out. Let's not twist words. My entire career has been a main event. Jon Jones, you have canceled more events because of your drug abuse than you have sold fucking pay-per-views, my man. This is ridiculous behavior. Don't think so. Someone else responded, would you still fight even if it's not on the White House card? I don't think so. But right now it's hard to say. I'm just going to focus on staying focused. What the fuck does that even mean? Getting in the best shape and continue to nail all the business that I already have on the table. Okay. Somebody else responded. Milking him. Everyone loves your journey, John, and we all hope to see you at the White House. Who's a bigger name for the biggest venue ever? Thanks, man. I appreciate you being along for the ride. At the end of the day, it's all big wins. Continue to train fighting again. Things ending with Stipe. I'm so grateful for it all. Would have never imagined living such a blessed life. This is so fucking gay. Jesus Christ. This guy is insane, man. The cope is insane. Now let's see what Dana had to say about John Jones. Let's see, where was it? 7:55.
John Jones says he wants to be on there too, and he says he would fight whoever the champion is at that time. But would you be okay with him like coming back and potentially winning that belt again? And you might have to go through.
Well, it's not even about him winning the belt. I mean, how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions.
I can't risk putting him in big positions. Directly the words from Dana's mouth. I can't risk putting him in big positions. This is the heavyweight champ, the all-time GOAT, from Dana's mouth earlier this year. This guy's the baddest fighter ever. John Jones is the greatest to ever do it, ever. This was a year ago when he was glazing John Jones, harder than we've ever seen Dana glaze anybody in his life. I can't put him in big positions. One more time.
Champion is at that time. But would you be okay with him like coming back and potentially winning that belt again? And you might have to go through.
Look at the way he licks his lips. He's so fucking pissed off, bro.
Well, it's not even about him winning the belt. I mean, how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong.
Incredible that you're hearing this from the UFC president, CEO Dana White. After just last year, he was glazing John Jones harder than we've ever seen him glaze anybody before. I can't risk putting him in big positions. Straight out of his mouth. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That's enough of this shit with John Jones. Let's get into the rest of this damn stupid fucking press conference, man, where Dana White continues to be asked the stupidest questions known to man. 216. Let's start at the beginning.
Right, he's an interesting situation because the champion of his division is the guy he lost to in the other division. So does he have...
This is Dana White being asked about Max Holloway's position at a title.
To work a little bit harder to get that rematch back, or do you think a performance like this shoes him right up there?
I think he's in a great position right now. He just defends that BMF title.
Max Holloway just got knocked out cold in the third round by Ilia Topuria last October. Ilia since then has knocked out Charles Oliveira in the lightweight division and claimed the lightweight title. A lot of shit has happened with Arman Tsarukyan, Justin Gaethje being flatlined by Max Holloway and being dominated over 5 rounds. Those are the only 2 other guys going for or in the top title contention right now in the 155 division. Both guys are in ill will with Dana and the company. Justin Gaethje talking about wanting to retire if he doesn't get a title shot. Arman Tsarukyan pulling out on 2 days' notice against Islam in the January pay-per-view. Absolute disgusting behavior. And now Dana White. I mean, this kind of shows where Dana and the UFC are at with those top guys. They're not liking those guys against Ilia Topuria. And I think Arman deserves a shot. But you can see in this reaction, Dana is not fond of Arman and he is not fond of Gaethje. Because usually he would put one of those guys in this. This is a perfect place to put one of those guys in the talks. And Dana chose not to. And he chose to glaze Max and say Max is in a great position to be for a title shot. This just shows you how your word and the way you act towards the UFC will be held against you no matter the circumstances, with Arman's back and how he was training and how he was going to miss weight because of his back injury and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man. I thought this was interesting. UFC 319 has no co-main. I don't know if you guys saw that on the fight. They put it up there at the end of UFC 318 to kind of headline and show you what's coming up. UFC 319 has no co-main event. It still says to be determined. We are a month out, and it says to be determined. This is Dana's word on it. 540.
Movsar is the co-main in Abu Dhabi. That's obviously off now, and Aaron's saying he wants to fight in Chicago, and there's a spot. And then on the graphic, we saw a co-main event, TBA versus TBA. Is that something? Could that fight land on that card, and would it be that spot?
I have no idea. Right here, right now, I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean you have no idea? What the fuck do you mean? This card is a month away and you have a co-main that is to be determined. What do you mean this is to be determined? What is going on? What the fuck is going on? Unless this is a surprise fucking fight where they don't even know what's happening. How do you not have a backup plan for this card? This is ridiculous, man. This is in a month. This is the sloppy behavior I was talking about. That's like, what the fuck is even going on recently? What is going on? Let him continue.
As far as like also future title fights, Kayla Harrison was saying yesterday at our Q&A that she would love for you guys to give Amanda Nunes an exemption from the full 6 months of testing so she can fight her sooner. Is that something you would consider?
I wonder why Kayla Harrison would say that. I wonder why Kayla Harrison would say that. Very interesting, don't you think? 8:30. This is where it starts getting retarded, okay? And I hate to use that word, but man, these guys are on the level of 5th graders. You'll see what I mean.
How special was that for you?
Well, it's always great. I mean, every time we go somewhere and the fans love what's going on, it's a hell of a night for me.
Hold on.
Especially the White House card.
Dana, just seeing how this city and this arena reacted to not just Poirier, but the other fighters from Louisiana, how special was that for you?
Well, it's all.
What is he supposed to say to that? Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool to see how special it is. On to the next. There's no depth to the question. There's no question to the question. There's no... Dana can only give you one kind of response to this question is my exact point. Why are we asking him questions that are so simple and straightforward?
Always great. I mean, every time we go somewhere and the fans love what's going on, it's a hell of a night for me.
Dana, just one quick one. This week you had Power Slap
Here we
piggybacking
go.
with the UFC here in New Orleans. It was the first time that Power Slap had left.
Power slap. Dustin Poirier just retired. And we're talking about power slap in Louisiana. Again, Dustin Poirier, the Diamond, 155 legend, the best resume in all of UFC that has not held a title. He has the best resume. There's no competition. He has the best resume in all of MMA.
Dana, just one quick one. This week you had Power Slap piggybacking with the UFC here in New Orleans. It was the first time that Power Slap had left New Orleans or Vegas, other than going out to the Middle East. So it seemed like it brought a great culture. Had a great time out there last night. The fans loved it. What was that like out here this
It
week?
was a great weekend for us here. Yeah, and I'm glad this is where we brought it first. And that...
The fuck is going on, man? What happened to our sport, man? What happened to the days where Dana wouldn't even dare talk about anything else other than UFC at the press conference? And now he's talking about power slap and he's in boxing, and it's like, What happened to us, man? Why does Dana not care anymore? What is going on? And if he doesn't care as the head of the company, what does that do for the rest of the company? Do you know what I mean? If the head of the company doesn't really care, he's getting offers and talks about other shit going on. Where's the rest of the company at as a whole? Because I remember a day where Dana White wouldn't even bother to mention anything else other than UFC. And he would literally shit on everything else. And now we're talking about Power Slap at. What happened, man? Where did it go wrong? Fucking hell.
Arena was like it was built for Power Slap. I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect. The fights were incredible, and yeah, it was a home run. So I'm really happy about the entire weekend here in New Orleans.
Do you think that once you get Power Slap kind of on the road officially like that, maybe almost every pay-per-view will have a Power Slap card to go with it?
I don't know.
Dana continues to babble on about Power Slap for another basic 2 minutes. 2 minutes. He's talking about Power Slap. Okay? This is the next question after that.
Orleans and everything like that.
Live. Thank you.
Dana, you had mentioned about New Orleans and everything like that. We had of course Dustin. Earlier we had Brendan Allen. We had Carly Judiz. What can you say about these Louisiana fighters that you have right now?
What can I say about them?
Yeah.
We like them. They're great. Tonight was it?
What? And this isn't Dana's fault. This is the group of fifth graders you have asking Dana questions. They're getting paid to do this as professional journalists. What do you think about the Louisiana fighters that fought out here tonight? We love them. We think they're great. What else is he supposed to say? Even Dana is like, what the fuck? What the hell kind of question is this? What the fuck? Ask him something important, man. I don't know. Ask him what's next for these people. What did you think about their performance? Details. Get details out of the guy. We talk to him once a fucking month. And you're asking about Power Slap and what do you think about these Louisiana fighters? What can you say about them? Okay?
It was a huge success.
Look at him. He's
obviously
struggling.
the gate.
He's struggling to even come up with an answer. Okay? 10:45. This one is insane.
What's in
Different
that?
things.
What's in that? I mean, I always notice the Power Slap solo cup there. What is the? What does Dana White drink in that power? I see. With,
Well, lots of
what's
different.
Dana White was just asked, what's in that cup? What's in the cup? Man, what the fuck happened to this sport, man? 11. Finally, someone brings it back on topic.
Anything's possible. I like his idea. I like your idea.
Ilya, are you open to doing a Max Holloway-Charles Oliveira fight for the BMF belt?
Anything's possible. I like his idea. I like your idea. The great thing about that division is there's so many incredible fights that you can do. You know, you have Ilya, who's the champion. You got him with a BMF belt, and there's a lot of things we can do.
Thanks, Dana.
Yep.
Dana, just one for me about the White.
And then someone brings it back to the White House card, which is literally a year from now. We don't even know if it's going to happen. But it's still a better question than what's in that cup and what do you think about the Louisiana fighters? Right? This is insane, man. This is a group of fifth graders. 13.
them together and see how far they come. They always performed, always made weight. Doesn't make you proud, like, to have two fighters like that on the roster?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why. I mean, that's why. You know, all of you guys and myself and you know, to Germany all the time, like you said. And I don't know the answer to that question, but
yeah. Second question, Dana. Does it make you proud to see someone like Dustin and Max? They have over 60 combined fights in the UFC. Does it make you proud to, like, even you grew up with them together and see how far they come? They always performed, always made weight. Does it make you proud, like, to have two fighters like that on the roster?
Yeah.
Yes. Next question. What the fuck is he supposed to answer to that? Again, this isn't Dana's problem. This is the press. These are the people who are paid to ask questions. These are professional journalists asking these questions. Yes, it's a yes and no question. Yes, we're proud to have him under the UFC banner. Next question. And you're getting paid to go write an article based on what he says. This is what you're writing an article on. Yes. What the fuck? What the fuck? 1340. Okay?
Yeah, we have a lot of respect for him, proud of him, and same thing with Max.
Is there a favorite moment in Dustin's career? Maybe a story that we don't know, or like a favorite fight, a moment of Dustin's career?
Off the top of my head, I mean, he's had a badass, unbelievable career and is accomplished.
What's your favorite moment about Dustin Poirier? Maybe something we don't know. We have to adapt and overcome this shit because the next one I'm about to show you is absolutely insane. And we are going to be swallowed as a sport and be made fun of and never become a legitimate, revolutionized NFL level sport if this doesn't happen. This press shit needs to change.
A lot of things, but off the top of my head, there's not one moment that stands out, no.
And last question for me, how big is the possibility that we ever see a podcast on Joe Rogan, you, Joe Rogan, and Conor McGregor?
Look at his fucking face. Look at his face. He doesn't even know what to say. Absolutely insane behavior from the press. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. They're not professionals. These guys are pulled out of a 5th grade class to ask these questions and then they leave. And it is depressing to see. This is ridiculous behavior. Let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe. Till next time.